Wow, what a day. Starbucks announces that they are going to remove pride decorations from its stores. And of course, the LGBTQ double plus A double A M C O B T double Y Z community goes bonkers. Starbucks has been one of the most progressive, and I don't say that in a positive way, company. They said that bathroom stalls could be used by anybody, not just customers. And what happens? Their little virtue signaling makes for unsafe work environments and all sorts of needle and drug paraphernalia in their stores. And the workers can say nothing about it because of the progressivism. I think that they did eventually backtrack on that, but this is the virtue signaling and the negative ramifications that come about because of it. Now with this pride removal, which by the way, they denied later on in the day, but there are videos of them taking down and workers have been told that they should be taken down. I actually consider this to be very excellent news for sane people, because in the past, I don't even remember seeing pride flags in a Starbucks that I used to frequent. I don't remember that at all. But obviously, as they've ramped up, pride has become commonplace and almost expected that these corporations would do so. But they're meeting with resistance, with the Bud Light boycott, with the boycott of Target. Other corporations are realizing that there's a cost involved. The same reason that people choose to go and rob a home when nobody is there, at least to their mind, is because there's less repercussions, and they aren't going to go ahead and attack a home where it's known that the home owner has a gun, because there's a risk to them. And now there is a risk to the corporations. And the thing is, for many people, including myself, I used to not care about pride. You had your little pride parade and you had it one day. I never went, but I didn't care that you did it. But now that you're extending that pride flag to protect minor attracted persons, in other words, pedophiles, yeah, I'll take issue with that. That flag to me is one that should be burned, because I will not celebrate pedophiles. I will not be friends with a pedophile, because that risks my children if I were to do so, and that would make me a bad father. So you want to go ahead and predict maps. You want to get kids on the conveyor belt to transsexualism, and that when they fall off of that carousel, all the money that is gained by big pharma and all those butchers that are performing the medical surgeries to remove the genitals, that is not something that I can stand by, but this is what they want. That pride flag to me means indoctrinating children, drag queen story hour. That is what it represents to many, many more Americans. So don't think that it is a random experience that there are boycotts of big brands that have embraced these values. And when I say these values, I mean the maps. I mean the drag queen story hour and the conveyor belt of transgender children who are confused as hell and probably need psychological counseling. But the psychological counseling that they do, my friends, is go whack, whack, ding dong, bye-bye. Not a positive thing. So as the association changes, the corporations realize that they might lose profits, and it is in their fiduciary duty to do what is best for shareholders, which is why they are at minimum slowing down the progress of pride. And let's hope that pride goes back to where it once was, which was just people, go ahead, celebrate yourself for being gay. But the moment that you take our children and try to sexualize them and get them into your little cult and try to normalize something that frankly is an abnormality. And I say that just biologically because such people cannot have children without the aid of the medical interventions that have become very common nowadays. And I do know people, gay couples, that have had children via in vitro fertilization, et cetera, et cetera. But without that, it's not something that is a genetic, if that's what it is, which is what a lot of the gay community claim. If it is genetically predetermined, then those aren't genes that will lead to the survival of yours and your own genetic fitness and the human race. So that aside, thank goodness that there's having an effect. And honestly, I'm never going to buy Budweiser. I'm not going to buy any Anheuser-Busch beer. And I'm not going to be shopping at Target if I can help it. And maybe I will have a Starbucks. That I can do, at least right now.